Welcome back. In this video, we will work on the announcement bar settings. So far we did only the background color and the text color, and we also added some blocks here so we can add the announcement bar. So I will add a couple of other settings here, and also as you can see on the mobile version, we have the text like everywhere and it's not responsive. So we will try to make it responsive and to add some JavaScript to make it also rotating, so to show one announcement per, let's say, 5 seconds. But on the larger screen it looks okay. We can leave it like this. Alright, so let's go. So make sure that you're running your server and head up to the announcement bar.liquid and just scroll down, go to the schema. We're going to create our first schema. So we have the color settings here, we have the announcement BG color and the text color, and we're going to create a settings for the header, and we're gonna say content, and we're gonna call it rotation settings, and then we can again add type here. So we're gonna give it a type of checkbox, and this is going to enable us to decide if we want to rotate the announcement or not. We're going to give it an ID of enable rotation, and the label is going to be enable rotation, obviously, and it needs to take a default, and we can either say true or false when we're using the checkbox type. So in this case we're going to say true for now, and next I'm going to create another one. We're going to use this type, the range, because I want to be able to select the number of the second I'm going to be using for the rotation. So the type is going to be range, and range accepting a bunch of other attributes here. So let's first give it an ID, and we're gonna call it this time rotation speed. So rotation speed, and I will give it a label. So the label is going to be rotation speed, and it takes a minimum, and the minimum here, let's say, is going to be 3, and we need to also add a maximum, so it's going to be 15, for example, and we want to add also the step, and the step is going to be by 1, and we want to add a unit, so just make S a second, and then we can add the default to be 5 seconds as a default. Alright, so I think we can stop right here for these settings. That's enough. So I'm going to save it, and let's see how is it looking on the announcement settings bar. So if I click here, so there we go, we have the rotation settings, we have the enable rotation checkbox settings, and we have the rotation speed. We will now add the JavaScript code that are going to be making like this announcement to rotate on the small device. So how to do that? First of all, if I go back to our developer editor here, as you can see, the announcement block are stuck with each other here. So first of all, we need to display only one announcement. All right, and we're gonna let the merchant choose if you want to enable the rotation or not. So for now I just want to display one. So let's go back to our code. We have the blocks here. We are displaying like 4 announcements because we have like 4 blocks, and as you can see, everything takes the block class. So let me try the hidden, and if I go back, it's going to disappear. So we just want to show one, and as you can see, we are looping, and if I give this a tag here hidden, is hiding everything. So we need to find a way to say to the code that when you find the first block, show it, and then hide the rest. When we're looping, we have access to the for that loop object, so we can use that to set some condition here. Let me bring this one to block as it was before. So how is it going to be? So just inside the a tag class, you're gonna come here, we're gonna create an if statement. Make sure to close it. So ends if. Inside the if, we're gonna write for loop like this. When I add the dot, we have access to the first, the index 0, the last, the length, the parent loop, the r index 0, and etc. So what we need is the for loop dot first, because this is grabbing the first a tag when we're looping, because we have 4 blocks here, so it is for a tag. Let me show it to you in code. Click here, and as you can see, we have like 4 a tag because we are looping. Okay, so we want to say to Liquid, when you find the first a tag, give it something. All right, so, and to do that, we're using the for loop object, so that is accessing the for loop content. All right, and we want to target the first a tag, and if it is found, we want to say give it a class of block. All right, and if it is not found, we're gonna go inside the for loop. So if for loop that first it is found, then give it a class of block. All right, so and then before to close it, we're gonna add a else in the case it's not there, then give it a class of hidden. Let's save it and let's see. There you go, we are only showing one announcement, which is this one. Yeah, so now we're good to go. And on the large screen it's also like showing one, so this we're going to also correct it. So let's add some class for the larger screen, and I'm gonna add class here. So let's say when it's like LG, make it block anyway. So let me save it, and there you go. So on the large screen, no matter what, is displaying the 4 announcements, if we have 4 of course, and on the small screen we have only 1. So now let this announcement to rotating dynamically. So to do that, we need to add some JavaScript. So let's start by adding a JavaScript file. So let's go to the assets directory, and I'm going to create a file. I'm going to call it announcement.js. All right, and I will go to my theme.liquid. I'm going to add it. So we're going to use the script tag like this, and let's go to the source and let's link the announcement.javascript. So it's going to be announcement.js, and we need to add the filter asset URL, and we're gonna add here the defer attribute, and we should be good to go. And if I go to the announcement, let me console log to confirm that we are correctly running the JavaScript. So let me save it. I will go back to reload the page here, and we see the announcement. So we are good to go. So let me delete it. Let me save it. So behind the scene, I added 2 attributes here. So the first one is called data rotation enable, and the second one is called data rotation speed, and access the enable rotation that we made here. All right, so the checkbox, and also the speed rotation, and I add this filter to multiply the number of the rotation here by 1000, so we can get like the milliseconds. All right, so I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna see how is it looking on the console here. So as you can see, we have the data rotation enabled to true and data rotation speeds to 3000, which is great. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to open my GitHub that I gave you, and click on JS and look for announcement.js, this one, and just copy the code that is inside from the section init announcement rotation section. Just copy that, and let's go back to our announcement that we made inside the assets directory, this one, and you can paste the code here, save it. I'm not going to explain all this JavaScript code because we are here to learn Liquid and Shopify. So if you save it, normally you should have the rotation working. If I come back here and I refresh, and we have the announcement bar, and it's going to 2, so it's rotating, and it goes to 3, it goes to 4. There you go. So because we have the speed of 3 seconds, so if I change to 5 for example, or to 10 for example, and if I save it, so let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 should be changing. There you go. So yeah, so we are good to go. And if I go check to my hot link and I refresh here, and it seems like it's not working here. Okay, so I was making some testing here, so maybe the hot link is not picking this JavaScript. So what we're going to do, if you go back to your Shopify admin here and you go to online store, you click on themes. On the live theme, we're using the down theme, and on the development theme, we having this skeleton theme. So what I'm going to do, just to verify that this animation is working, I'm going to push this development theme live. All right, so how to do that, I will go back to my code, open the terminal, and I'm going first of all to pull the change that we did. So Shopify theme pull, and I will press yes to confirm, and I will carefully first of all choose the development. So we pull the latest change, and then I can push now using the command Shopify theme push, and I can push to replace the live theme, or I can push to be unpublished. So but I want to replace this done, so I will press yes, and I will confirm the change, and it's going to push this theme live, so we can double check if this rotation it's working on the live theme. So let's give it a second. There you go. Let's go double check if it's correctly uploaded. Let me refresh this page. We still see down, yeah, but the change took effect. Perfect. Let me go to the customize on the live theme, because this is like different as well. So let's see if I go to the announcements and I go to small screen, and let's set it to 3, save it, and it's working here. I will stop right here. So I'm going to fix this problem, let's say on the very end of the video, so we don't waste a lot of time with JavaScript. So I'm gonna stop right here, and on the next video we will start to build the footer and move along from there. So thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please subscribe to the channel and leave me a like. Thank you, and bye bye.